Wait, you mean to tell me there are countries where Filipinos can just waltz in? No visa, no endless paperwork, no terrifying embassy interviews? Sounds fake, right? But guess what? It's 100% real, and some of these places are way better than you'd expect. So why haven't you packed your bags yet? Let's dive into the 10 most powerful countries that actually welcome Filipinos with open arms, no visa required. Let's play a game. If I told you there's a country with futuristic cities, vast golden steppes, jaw-dropping mountain ranges, and canyons that look straight out of a movie, would you guess Kazakhstan? Probably not, but that's the thing. This place is one of the most underrated travel gems on the planet. Filipinos can stay here visa-free for 30 days, and trust me, you're gonna wish it was longer. Now imagine this, you step off the plane in Astana, formerly Nur Sultan, and the first thing you see? A city that looks like it was designed by a sci-fi director. Skyscrapers shaped like golden eggs, pyramid-like buildings, and an ultra-modern skyline that could rival Dubai. But Kazakhstan isn't just about mind-blowing architecture. Nature lovers, you're in for a treat. The country is packed with stunning landscapes, from the serene Big Almaty Lake, which looks like it was plucked from a fairy tale, to the Charin Canyon, aka Kazakhstan's Grand Canyon, but without the tourist crowds. Imagine standing at the edge, staring into the deep red rock formations, feeling like you've discovered a lost world. And here's the kicker, Kazakhstan's economy is booming. If you're in tech, business, or oil, you might just find huge career opportunities here. The country is rich in natural resources, and with increasing global investment, Kazakhstan is set to become an economic powerhouse in Central Asia. Who knew, right? And let's talk about the people. Kazakhs are some of the most hospitable people you'll ever meet. Expect to be invited for tea, fed delicious local dishes like beshbarmak, a hearty meat and noodles dish, and treated like family. Filipinos are warmly welcomed here, and the growing expat community means you won't feel out of place. Still not convinced? Kazakhstan has one of the best train networks in the world, meaning you can hop from futuristic cities to ancient Silk Road towns and untouched nature, all in comfort. It's like exploring multiple countries in one. So, is Kazakhstan on your bucket list yet? Let us know in the comments. And stick around, because the next country, let's just say it's straight out of an Arabian Nights fantasy, and you won't believe how long Filipinos can stay there visa-free. Picture this. You're wandering through a maze of colorful markets, the air thick with the scent of exotic spices and fresh mint tea. You hear the rhythmic beats of street musicians, the calls of merchants selling handcrafted rugs, and the distant echo of a muezzin calling for prayer. Welcome to Morocco, where history meets modern charm. And guess what? Filipinos can stay here visa-free for a whopping 90 days, 3 whole months to soak in the magic of ancient cities, golden deserts, and vibrant culture. Let's start with Marrakesh, the beating heart of Morocco. It's a city straight out of a fantasy film where snake charmers, fortune tellers, and street performers keep the legendary Gemma El Fna Square buzzing day and night. You'll sip sweet mint tea on rooftop cafes, watching the sunset paint the city in golden hues. Then there's Chefchaouen, the famous blue city, where every wall, door, and street is covered in shades of deep blue, creating a dreamlike atmosphere that's perfect for your Instagram feed. It's like stepping into another world, calm, peaceful, and breathtakingly beautiful. But Morocco isn't just a tourist paradise. It's also a growing business hub. With the rise of tourism, fashion, and even IT industries, this country offers opportunities beyond just sightseeing. Many expats, including Filipinos, have started businesses here, from restaurants to travel agencies. Who knows? You might come for a vacation and leave with a new career. And let's not forget the Sahara Desert experience. Imagine riding a camel through rolling sand dunes, camping under a sky filled with 1,000,000 stars, and waking up to a golden sunrise over the endless desert. It's an experience that sticks with you for a lifetime. So whether you're an adventurer, a business-minded traveler, or just someone looking for a completely unique travel experience, Morocco has something for you. And with 90 days of visa-free travel, you've got plenty of time to explore every hidden gem this magical country has to offer. And up next, we're heading to a country that shatters expectations. A place most people associate with danger, but in reality, it's one of the most vibrant and exciting destinations on the planet. Stay tuned, you do not want to miss this one. All right, let's clear the air. Colombia is not just about crime dramas. If your only reference to this country is a Netflix series, you're missing out on one of the most breathtaking destinations in South America. And here's the kicker. Filipinos can explore it visa-free for 90 days. Now, why should you even consider Colombia? Simple. It has everything from vibrant cities to pristine beaches, towering mountains to dense Amazon jungles. It's a country where history, culture, and adventure collide in the best way possible. The city is a digital nomad's dream. Let's talk about Bogota and Medellin, two of Colombia's most dynamic cities. Bogota, the capital, sits high in the Andes and boasts a thriving art scene, colorful colonial neighborhoods like La Candelaria, and one of the world's best collections of gold artifacts at the Museo del Oro. Plus, if you're into coffee, this city has some of the best cafes you'll ever step into. Then there's Medellin, a city that's undergone a massive transformation. Once considered one of the most dangerous places in the world, Medellin is now a tech and digital nomad hotspot. The city is known for its eternal spring weather, ridiculously cheap cost of living, and a super efficient metro and cable car system, a rarity in South America. Plus, Medellin's nightlife? Insane. Picture salsa clubs, rooftop bars, and reggaeton blasting through the streets. Colombian food is seriously underrated. If you think Filipino food is hearty, wait until you try bandeja paisa, a plate loaded with rice, beans, chicharrón, crispy pork belly, plantains, arepa, avocado, and a fried egg. It's like a full buffet on one plate. Then there's ajiaco, a thick, comforting soup made with chicken, potatoes, and corn, perfect for Bogota's cooler climate. And if you've got a sweet tooth, don't leave without trying arequipe, Colombia's version of dulce de leche, usually spread on obleos, thin wafers. For thrill seekers, Colombia is paradise. You can hike to the lost city, Ciudad Perdida, a hidden jungle trek older than Machu Picchu, visit Cartagena's beaches, white sands, turquoise waters, and historic Spanish forts. Explore the Amazon rainforest, monkeys, pink dolphins, and indigenous tribes await. Still not convinced? Well, here's something crazy. Filipinos don't need a visa for the most historically significant country on the planet. It was 2 a.m. and Marco was lost in the electric streets of Tel Aviv. Neon lights flickered, a DJ blasted music from a rooftop bar, and the Mediterranean breeze carried the scent of sizzling shawarma. This was not the Israel he expected. Just 48 hours earlier, he had landed in Jerusalem, expecting only deserts, religious landmarks, and ancient ruins. Instead, he found a country bursting with life, technology, and a nightlife that rivaled Las Vegas. And the best part? Filipinos can explore this mind-blowing country visa-free for 90 days. Israel is like a plot twist in a movie. You think you know what's coming, but then it hits you with something completely unexpected. You go from walking through Jerusalem's old city, where every stone tells a story from thousands of years ago, to stepping into Tel Aviv, a futuristic tech hub that's home to over 9,000 startups. Want to touch history? Stand at the Western Wall, where millions have prayed for centuries. Step inside the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, where Jesus is believed to have been crucified. Or if you want something straight out of a sci-fi film, float effortlessly in the Dead Sea, where the water is so salty it defies gravity. Let's be real, when most people hear Israel, they don't think high-tech empire. But did you know that this tiny country invented Waze, USB drives, and even drip irrigation that's saving global agriculture? It's a powerhouse of innovation. And here's something crazy. Over 30,000 Filipinos live and work in Israel. Marco met some in a Tel Aviv market, jamming to OPM songs while grilling barbecue. He even stumbled upon a Jollibee pop-up in the city. You'll never feel alone here. Whether you're a history buff, a tech geek, a beach lover, or just looking for an adventure, Israel delivers. From desert safaris to rooftop parties, from ancient relics to cutting-edge startups, this place is full of surprises. So tell me, would you visit Israel? Drop a comment below, and before you even think about leaving, smash that like button. Because up next, we're heading to a city so futuristic, it's basically a real-life sci-fi movie. Imagine this. You step off the plane into a city where the streets are so clean, you could almost eat off them. A place where futuristic skyscrapers blend seamlessly with lush greenery and the aroma of sizzling street food wafts through the air. Welcome to Singapore, where chewing gum might be illegal, but having the time of your life certainly isn't. Good news for our Filipino travelers, you can bask in Singapore's wonders visa-free for 30 days. That's a whole month to immerse yourself in a city that effortlessly marries tradition with innovation. Let's dive into the story of Anna and Miguel, two friends from Manila who decided to embark on a Singaporean adventure. They'd heard tales of this fine city, pun intended, and wanted to see if it lived up to the hype. Day 1, gardens, skies, and street food. Their journey began at the iconic Gardens by the Bay. As they wandered through the Super Tree Grove, Anna couldn't help but feel like she'd stepped into a sci-fi movie. The towering structures, draped in greenery, were unlike anything she'd seen before. Next up was the Marina Bay Sands. While the infinity pool was a tad out of their budget, it's exclusive to hotel guests, they opted for the Sky Park observation deck. From there, the panoramic views of the city skyline were simply breathtaking. Hunger pangs led them to a nearby hawker center. For just $5, they indulged in Hainanese chicken rice, a dish so simple yet bursting with flavor. Miguel joked, "If I lived here, I'd eat this every day." Day 2, Cultural Kaleidoscope. The duo's second day was a cultural immersion. They strolled through Chinatown, marveling at the blend of old temples and modern shops. In Little India, the vibrant colors and tantalizing scents made them feel like they'd been transported to another country. Anna was particularly taken by the Sri Veeramakaliamman temple. It's amazing how such diverse cultures coexist harmoniously in this tiny island nation, she mused. Day 3, Rule-Abiding Revelations. On their final day, they decided to test some of Singapore's infamous rules. Miguel playfully pretended to chew gum, only to be met with mock horror from Anna. They'd read about the city's strict laws, from littering fines to the ban on gum sales, but they realized these regulations contributed to the pristine environment they were enjoying. By the end of their trip, Anna and Miguel had fallen in love with Singapore. Yes, it wasn't the cheapest destination, but the experiences, cleanliness, and efficiency were worth every penny. As they boarded their flight back to Manila, they were already planning their next visit. Have you ever been to Singapore? What was your favorite experience, or is it still on your bucket list? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey with Anna and Miguel, don't forget to smash that like button. But wait, there's more. Up next, we're taking you to a tropical paradise that won't break the bank. Think samba, football, and endless beaches. Curious? Stay tuned. Fun fact. Did you know that Singapore's Changi Airport has been voted the world's best airport multiple times? With attractions like a butterfly garden, cinema, and even a rooftop pool, it's more than just a transit hub. Singapore is a testament to how tradition and modernity can coexist beautifully. From its hawker centers serving delectable dishes to its futuristic architecture, there's something for every traveler. So pack your bags and experience the Lion City for yourself. Picture this. It's carnival season in Brazil, and the streets of Rio de Janeiro are alive with music, color, and energy. You can hear the beat of the drums before you even step onto the street. Thousands of dancers in glistening costumes are shaking it to the rhythm of samba as the crowd cheers. The air is electric, and the only thing left to do is join in. Sounds like a movie, right? But hold up, you could be there, and Filipinos get to experience this madness visa-free for 90 days. Yep, 3 whole months to dive into the rhythm of Brazil and live the dream. Let me tell you about Lucas, a friend of mine from Manila who made it his mission to experience Brazil in the wildest way possible. He had seen the parades, heard the music, and read the stories, but nothing prepared him for the full blast of Carnival. When he landed in Rio, he didn't waste a second. He grabbed a bottle of coconut water, headed straight for Sambadrome, the heart of the Carnival parade, and got lost in the music and the madness. People were smiling, dancing, laughing. It was pure freedom. Lucas couldn't help but feel like he was in a movie, only better. He was living it. But it wasn't just about the parties and the parades. Lucas had a bucket list goal: to see Christ the Redeemer, that massive statue that looks over the whole city. He made the trip up to the mountain, and standing at the feet of the iconic statue, he couldn't believe he was there. The view was breathtaking, with Rio sprawling below him, the beach shimmering in the distance. He could see it all. And in that moment, Lucas realized Brazil isn't just a country, it's an experience. The energy is contagious. Then came the food. Oh, the food. If you're a fan of street food, who isn't? Brazil will change your life. Lucas had heard all about Brazilian churrasco, the legendary BBQ. So he dove right in. Imagine skewers of juicy meat coming straight to your plate, sizzling and perfectly seasoned. He could barely contain himself. One bite and he was hooked. For the next few days, he ate like a king, and every meal felt like a celebration. Brazil knows how to do BBQ. Now, you're probably wondering, that all sounds amazing, but what if I want something closer to home? Don't worry, we've got that covered. Brazil isn't just a party destination, it's also a place where every corner is packed with culture, nature, and adventure. Whether you're hitting up the beaches, trekking through the Amazon, or dancing at a local festival, there's something for everyone in Brazil. But hey, before you start planning your next trip to Brazil, smash that like button and leave a comment. Have you been to Brazil, or is it on your bucket list? What's your ultimate carnival moment? Drop your thoughts below. I want to hear from you. And stay tuned, because in the next country, you'll discover an affordable tropical getaway that's closer than you think. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Fun fact, did you know that during Carnival, over 2 million people hit the streets of Rio every day? Brazil truly knows how to throw a party that lasts for days. So let's keep this party rolling. What's your next travel goal? Imagine this. You're standing on the streets of Kuala Lumpur, the sun is setting, and everything feels just right. The skyscrapers shine in the last rays of light, and the streets are alive with the sound of food sizzling on grills and chatter in 100 different languages. It's like the Philippines, but more polished, more futuristic, and a whole lot more organized. Now picture this. A few months ago, Mark, a good buddy of mine from Davao, had the chance to visit Malaysia for the first time. He wasn't sure what to expect. He'd only heard snippets of Malaysia being the rich cousin of the Philippines, but what really surprised him was how welcoming and vibrant the country was. From the minute he arrived, it was like stepping into a world where modernity meets tradition, and the streets feel like a never-ending celebration of culture. And here's where it gets crazy. Filipinos like you and me get to stay 30 days visa-free in Malaysia. 30 days. That's plenty of time to immerse yourself in everything this place has to offer, from its amazing food to its booming economy. Mark's first stop, the world-famous nasi lemak. For just a few bucks, he dove headfirst into this heavenly dish. Coconut rice, crispy anchovies, a hard-boiled egg, and a spicy sambal that made his taste buds dance like never before. He couldn't stop raving about it. And after day 3, he was eating nasi lemak for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's how good it is. You get the picture, right? But Malaysia is not just about eating your way through the country. Kuala Lumpur alone is a hub of opportunity. If you're looking to work abroad, this place is a goldmine. Mark, who works in IT, scored a dream job in 2 weeks. Not only is Malaysia known for its low cost of living, but it's also home to a booming tech and finance sector. You could get hired before you even finish your nasi lemak. Now, before you go anywhere, let's talk real-world facts. Malaysia ranks high on the Global Cost of Living Index, but still offers affordable housing, easier access to healthcare, and most importantly, better work-life balance than most countries. It's one of the top destinations for digital nomads, and if you're thinking about investing or expanding your career, this is the place. Smash that like button if you can't wait to try Malaysian food or think you'd thrive in this growing economy. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more incredible destinations like Malaysia. We've got more epic travel tips and updates coming your way. Let me know in the comments, what's the first place you'd visit if you were to hop on a plane to Malaysia? And stick around. Up next, I'm about to reveal why this city will keep you coming back for more. You won't want to miss it. All right, picture this. You just stepped off the plane in Hong Kong, and the first thing you notice is the hustle, the energy, the buzz. It's like the city's heartbeat is in perfect sync with your own. You take a deep breath and think, I'm about to live the ultimate shopping dream. And you know what? You're right. Hong Kong isn't just a city, it's a shopping haven. Forget what you know about regular malls, this is next level. Filipinos can stay here visa-free for 14 days, which means you can spend every minute in a shopaholic's paradise. From ultra-luxurious designer stores like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and Chanel, to those gritty, hidden street markets that are bursting with cheap, quirky goods, Hong Kong has it all. No matter your budget, there's something for everyone. Let me tell you about Sarah, a friend of mine who went to Hong Kong last year. She's a shopaholic. So when she landed, it was like she entered a dream world. She told me, I don't even know how it happened, but I was walking through Mongkok and all of a sudden I had 50 shopping bags in my hands. Now, if you've ever been to Mongkok, you know it's like a shopping maze. You can find everything from trendy streetwear to amazing knockoffs. It's a shopper's playground. But here's the thing about Hong Kong, it's not just about the brands, it's the experience. The energy of the crowds, the street performers, the constant buzz of the city. And if you think you've reached your limit after spending hours in the malls, think again. This city knows no chill when it comes to shopping. Now let's talk about the food. Sarah couldn't stop raving about the dim sum she had for breakfast every day. Picture this, soft, fluffy buns filled with sweet or savory fillings, steaming hot and served fresh from the kitchen. Oh, and roast duck. Don't even get me started. That crispy, tender skin that just melts in your mouth. And then there's egg tarts, those flaky, buttery pastries filled with custard that practically make you feel like you found a slice of heaven. Sarah was so obsessed that she made a point to have them 5 times a day. No shame, just pure joy. The food is just that good. But you know, beyond the shopping and food, there's a catch. If you're not careful, Hong Kong will make you spend way more than you plan. The shopping scene here is addictive, and trust me, the deals are too good to resist. But if you don't want to break the bank, you'll have to keep your eyes peeled for those little hidden gems that offer fantastic deals without blowing your budget. Now, before you think you're just gonna walk away from all this, let me tell you something. Hong Kong is not just for shoppers. It's also a city of opportunity. With one of the world's most vibrant economies, Hong Kong is a global business hub. And if you're thinking of working abroad, this city could be your gateway. Before I let you go, don't forget to smash that like button if you're as excited about Hong Kong as I am. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? There's more amazing content coming your way. Stick with us because next up, we've got number 2 and you won't want to miss it. Let me know in the comments, what's the first thing you'd shop for if you went to Hong Kong? I'm dying to hear your thoughts. The warm breeze hits your face as you step off the plane, Thailand. You're instantly greeted by the sweet aroma of sizzling street food and the hum of busy streets. The land of smiles lives up to its name. Filipinos get to stay here visa-free for 60 days, 2 whole months of unforgettable experiences. And trust me, you'll need every single day to explore everything Thailand has to offer. Take Javier, for example. He went to Thailand last year thinking it was just going to be a quick trip. After a week of exploring Bangkok's dazzling nightlife, tasting street food that was so good it almost felt like a crime, and discovering the hidden gems of the city, he couldn't leave. He ended up extending his stay and found himself on a plane to Chiang Mai, where peaceful temples meet the adventure of climbing mountains. Fast forward to Phuket, where he found himself on a pristine beach with crystal clear waters. And here's the thing, Thailand doesn't have to cost a fortune. Street food, pad thai for $1.50? I'm not joking. You could eat like a king here without draining your wallet. Want to splurge a little? A fancy hotel room will cost you $40 a night. No need to break the bank to live luxuriously. If that's not enough to make you pack your bags, then I don't know what will. But it's not just about the prices. Thailand is a country that has it all. From the chaotic, vibrant streets of Bangkok to the serene, laid-back vibe of Chiang Mai and the dreamlike beaches of Phuket, this place is made for those who want to experience everything in one trip. One moment you're shopping in world-class malls, and the next you're finding peace in ancient temples or on a beach with the sun kissing your skin. So what would you do in Thailand? Where would you go first? The vibrant streets of Bangkok or the calm, hidden spots of Chiang Mai? Let me know in the comments below because I can't wait to hear your thoughts. And hey, if you're enjoying this list, smash that like button and subscribe because number 1 is coming up, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine walking down a neon-lit street, the smell of bubble tea wafting in the air, the sound of sizzling street food filling your ears. You've just stepped into Taiwan, a hidden gem that's totally underrated but absolutely mind-blowing. Filipinos can stay here visa-free for 14 days, and let me tell you, this place is the perfect blend of Japanese efficiency and Chinese culture, but with its own twist. And it's all way cheaper than you'd think. Take Carlos, a fellow traveler who never thought much about Taiwan until his best friend convinced him to take a chance. They landed in Taipei, and within hours, Carlos was in love with the city. He walked through the bustling night market, chillin' market anyone? Snacking on skewers of stinky tofu and fried chicken that literally made his taste buds dance. He thought he'd just be there for the bubble tea, but soon he couldn't stop thinking about the temples, the delicious food, and how affordable everything was. Oh, and Taiwan, the birthplace of bubble tea. That's right, the next time you're sipping your favorite milk tea, just know it came from here. If you're anything like me, you already know the magic that is night markets. And Taiwan's markets are on a whole other level. You'll never run out of things to try: dumplings, bao, mango shaved ice. It's like walking into an eating paradise, one bite at a time. But it's not all about food though, let's be real. It's a huge part. Taiwan is a tech powerhouse. Think innovative, think smart cities, think next level. It's no wonder Taiwan is known for its cutting-edge gadgets and efficient public transport. That combination of modernity and rich cultural history, it's honestly something else. So here's the question I've got to ask. Why haven't you been to Taiwan yet? Don't let this hidden treasure slip through your fingers. With 14 days visa-free to soak it all in, what's stopping you?